Hi, I'm Lisa. Welcome to my channel. So today I want to talk about dollar cost averaging and buying fractional shares, along with some recent news. I want to talk about these topics because I don't want anyone to feel like investing is not for them. They don't have enough money. What do I do? I can't get started. I'm confused. And to show you that investing takes time. There are ups and downs in the market, and you have to be able to make sound investment choices and stick with them. I'm not a financial advisor. I am going to share three stocks that I do invest into, but you have to make these choices as to what you want to invest into for yourself. In my last video, I shared that there are a lot of earnings reports going on this week, and I'm going to be talking about three of them: Apple, Google, and Amazon. Alphabet, Google, their share price slid today after being impacted by poor Google ad revenues. Google's was down, and I'm recording this on January 30th. Google slid by 6.9%. Ahead of earnings, which are coming up later on this week for Apple and Amazon, Apple is down 2.3% today, and Amazon is down 2.7%. But we're going to take a look at my portfolio today. My Google stock is up 20.31%. My Apple stock is up 26.93%. My Amazon stock is up 32.21%. So, yes, my portfolio is down because those particular stocks are slightly down on the day, but overall, I'm not feeling it. I'm not impacted by it. I didn't just start investing into these positions yesterday. If you did, yes, you would be down, but you have to give investing time. And as I just said, you have to make sound investment choices. Overall, I do invest heavily into ETFs, but there are a few individual stocks that I've decided I want to have a higher exposure to. But even with that, I try to keep them to 10 to at the max 20% of my portfolio. The only one out of these three that has a heavier weight in my portfolio is Apple, because before I changed my strategy and mindset, Apple was over 50% of my portfolio. So it's going to take time for me to get my ETFs like VTI and VOO to get to the position where they're outweighing my Apple position. But as you can see, most of the time, my Apple stock is over 30%. All right. So this is where I started off investing into Google. Back in 2022, before the stock split, Google's stock price back here on January 5th, 2022, $2,800. I invested $20. Later on that day, stock price dipped down. I invested another $10. After the stock split, and for years to come, I continued to invest $5, $10, whatever I had available to me on a regular basis, not daily, but often. And now I have 18 shares of Google stock in my portfolio. But I look through and there's not one time that I bought a full share of Google stock. Over time, I've been able to build up this position. So I'm going to show you some other stocks also, but the point I really want to share, what I really want you to get out of this is that if a stock price is $400, $2,000, whatever it is, when I first started investing into Tesla, it was $1,200. But I don't have to buy a full share. I can just make out my plan and invest into it regularly. And in time, I build up my share sizes. I see the results. Another way that I've been able to build into my portfolio is setting up reoccurring investments like this. Right now, I have my Set It and Forget It challenge that I'm doing over on Keen and Grace's Discord. This was my investment choice, $5 daily into Apple. This has helped to contribute towards my now 51.1 shares of Apple that I have in my growth portfolio. So I do this same thing, dollar cost averaging, buying fractional shares. I do this with my ETFs also. This is VOO. This screenshot is showing you the performance over the past 5 years. And yes, it's over $450, but you can invest whatever amount that you have. And in time, you can increase. For example, if I set up an investment for this, a reoccurring investment, say $5, I can increase that little by little to $6, $7, $10, and build up from there. As I get used to investing, as I'm able to free up money out of my budget, I've been investing into Apple since 2020, into Google and Amazon since 2021. And you see the place that I've gotten these positions over time, but it did not happen overnight. And I'm continuing to build into these particular positions. But their stock price is not as volatile as some other choices that you might be considering. They are always green. They are always like the top 5 or 6 top performing investments in my portfolio. So now here's a look at Nvidia. Now, I just started to invest into Nvidia at the beginning of this month, the first week of 2024. Didn't get very far with my investing before the stock price really has taken off. So I'm waiting for it to pull back a bit. This stock is moving in a different way than the three that we've been talking about so far: the Apple, Amazon, Google, and a stock that's moving in the opposite direction, down 22% on the month, is Tesla. I also hold Tesla in my portfolio, and I've definitely seen over the last few years, it does not have the stability that my Apple stock has had. It is something that I still have chosen to have as an individual stock that I invest into. As I said, in my portfolios, high percentage is ETFs, definitely less than 10% for an individual stock like Tesla. So, I want to continue to share information like this because I think people think I can't afford to invest. VOO is over $400. This stock, even if something is $100, I can't afford that. But can you afford $5? Can you afford $10? In addition to the way that I invest, putting money in my investment apps, the APY has been about 5.0 or 5.1%. So my uninvested cash available for me to invest or to do trades is gaining interest. I always like to say this because people say, leave these apps alone, focus on your 401k, your retirement plan. I do that too. I have a 401k, I work full time. That money comes out of my paycheck and it's invested also. But in addition to that, I invest on my own. I invest on behalf of my daughter. And yes, I will invest whatever amount I have available. In Fidelity, I can invest less than $5. With what I was sharing here, where I invest my into Apple and Google and Amazon and even my Tesla and Nvidia, I do that in my Webull portfolio. $5 investments. You can set up a reoccurring investment. You can set up reoccurring deposits. I've done a video on this before, which I will link. And if you want to support me and the channel, use my links if you're ready to sign up for an account. But yes, investing takes time. I like the option of being able to dollar cost average because I don't have to wait to build up some large sum of money in order to do my investing. I can do it with small amounts. I don't have to worry about when is the best price. I can just do it regularly on payday, once a week, every day, whatever my budget allows for. And I stay committed to it. Once I make my commitment that I'm going to buy, for example, I was buying at least one share of Realty Income or Main Street Capital or SCHD every week. Make a plan, stick to it, realize the market goes up and down. You have to be mindful about what you're investing into. I'm not talking about any hype stocks. I choose blue chip stocks, ETFs, index funds that I believe in and that I have done my research on and I feel comfortable with investing into them long term. Same thing for my daughter's portfolio. 80% into ETFs and small percentages into individual stocks, mostly the same stocks that I invest into for myself. She has Apple stock in her portfolio also. I am an investor. I truly invest some amount every single day that the market is open. Let me know your thoughts around Apple, Google, Amazon. Are they stocks that you hold in your portfolio and will be continuing to hold long term? Do you see the benefits of dollar cost averaging, buying fractional shares the way that I do? That it allows you to mitigate the risk and not be overly concerned with the stock price, as well as not holding you back because your budget only allows for so much available to you for investing. If you're not already, subscribe to the channel and hit the notification bell so that you'll be alerted the next time I come to you with more stock market news. Thanks for watching. Okay, bye.